All right, next. All right, now that single or taken. This one is. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jane and I make videos about my life here in South Korea. So, it is another weekend. Today I actually finally left my apartment. I think it's been like 2 weeks since I went hiking here at the park that I usually go to. Mainly because last weekend I was still recovering from an ear infection. That was fun. It wasn't like too bad, like my ears weren't hurting, but they were clogging up a lot and my jaw was locking up a lot, and just I am so glad that's over. It is a glorious Saturday here in South Korea, and I thought I would videotape outside instead of inside, unlike last weekend. So today's video, get to know me, because I'm really not going to be doing anything else other than hanging out in my apartment and playing Animal Crossing. Anybody else playing Animal Crossing? I finally bought myself a Switch the other week, like 2 weeks ago. I finally broke down and went, F this. If I'm going to be stuck at home all weekend doing nothing, I'm ordering myself a Switch and Animal Crossing, which I did. So that's what I've been doing. All right, question number one. Where did you grow up? I grew up on Whidbey Island in Washington State. I spent the younger years in Oak Harbor and in my tween and teen years in Coopville. So I consider Coopville more my hometown than I do Oak Harbor. So number two, where do you currently live? I currently live in Gumi, Yongbuk-song, South Korea. All right, next two questions. Who is my best friend? My best friend is Erin. We met in college. We were dorm mates, not roommates. We lived right next door to each other, and our personalities just clicked, and we've been best friends since. It's been a long time, let me tell you. And so we still constantly talk, even though we live so far apart and our lives are completely different, because she's married and has 2 kids and I'm unmarried and teach a whole bunch of kids. Next question, how tall are you? I'm 5'2", which I think is 157 centimeters. I'm pretty short, which makes me entirely happy that I kind of live in South Korea, because most of the genes here are for short girls. All right, a brief break. All right, a brief break for the next couple questions. What was it? Oh, cats or dogs? I like dogs and cats, but because I live in an apartment, I would probably want to have a cat. A little bit, not saying low maintenance, but a little bit more of, they don't need my attention the entire time I'm home. All right, next one really ages me, and they'll tell you my age. What year were you born? I was born in 1982. So that makes me 38 international or Western age and 39 Korean. Where did I go to college? I went to college at the University of Washington, so go Huskies. I'm a proud Husky alumni. So I'm not sure, anyways, I'm not sure what the reason why they built this random bridge off of the pathway, but it's kind of nice to take a break from the regular pathway. All right, next question is, what's your favorite drink? So alcoholic, I usually go for like a whiskey sour or a cherry vodka sour, and non-alcoholic, I go for Coke. So question number 8 or 9, what is your spirit animal? My spirit animal, think my spirit animal, I want to say, is like a wolf. Just because I like being part of a pack. Like, I like being around people, but I necessarily don't need to interact with them all the time. So I like being the lone wolf kind of concept. But that's just me. Next question is tea or coffee? Coffee first thing in the morning, tea for the rest of the day. I usually drink it Earl Grey in the afternoon. All right, now that they have passed, next one, favorite movie. I have to say my favorite movies are either the Harry Potter films, really The Goblet of Fire and The Last Hollows. Those are two of my favorites. And Amelie, because I was just completely obsessed with that movie for like years, and I can still watch it today and still love it to no end. All right, so I'm at the other side of the park. Moving on with the questions. God, I don't even know what number we're on anymore. What was the question? Oh, do you speak any languages, and how well? Since I live in Korea, I speak a little bit of Korean. I speak it enough to get me by. I understand it more than I actually can speak it. Next one, single or taken? I am single. I'm not actively looking, but if it happens, it happens. That along goes with the next question, which was, how long was your last relationship? And I think my last relationship was about 6 months. Maybe 6 months. Yeah, didn't last very long. All right, next one, I think it was PC or Mac. I prefer a Mac. I have been using Mac since I entered college. No, yes, since I've entered college, because I am a graphic designer, and so I've been using Macs to make graphic design since college. So I prefer Macs over PCs. I can use both though. I use a PC at work, but a lot of my editing at home and a lot of my videos and all the stuff that I do at home though, I use a Mac, which hopefully when this whole coronavirus thing ends, I can go up and replace my laptop, because I really need to replace that. Next question. How many siblings do you have? I have one sibling. I have one younger sister, and she is married and has a kid. So she has fulfilled my mother's requirements of being an adult. I have yet to do that. So next question, your preferred fast food order? So it really depends on where I get my fast food, but typically if it's like Lotte World or McDonald's here in South Korea, I always go for the shrimp burger. That is legit my favorite burger. So it's shrimp burger, large fries, Coke, and cheese sticks, because I like cheese. At the park, there is this very strange looking kind of playground area. You might want to consider it a playground. It is actually raised rocks cemented into the ground, and it's for your feet. So the feet massage, and here's like a sign of the directions and what the benefits are. But yeah, so you can stop in. Okay, as you can see, I made it back to my apartment. Next question. What are your life goals? So my life goals, well, current goal that I'm kind of considering doing right now is to get my master's degree in teaching ESL. Next question is favorite YouTuber. Favorite YouTuber. I have a lot that I like to watch often, so let's start with the Korean ones. The ones in Korea, Carrie Cakes. She does a lot of great travel vlogs around, especially around Seoul, so I like watching her. Tuhan is the QQ sisters. They're also in Seoul. Their channel is mainly focused on fashion and lifestyle in Seoul also. And then my last one is Joan Day, or Joan Kim, So she has two channels. So her main channel mainly focuses on skincare, and then her vlog channel, Joan Day, focuses on her life and her exploring South Korea. My favorite American YouTubers are Remy Cruz, mainly her vlog channel because it's so nice to watch somebody else's life from far away. And then along with Remy Cruz, I also like Alicia Marie. I would highly recommend those two if you want to see a life in like LA kind of style. And then back at home in Washington State, there's Monica Church and Rachel Waldorf. They both do lifestyles in the Pacific Northwest. So those are my favorite YouTubers right now. There's like a couple other ones that I can't think. Oh, one of my favorite ones that I just found like within the last couple months, Miss Darcy. She's Canadian, and she does like beauty, but it's hilarious when she's doing her like makeup or beauty reviews or even like fashion reviews. So highly recommend it if you want to watch something that you haven't watched and you want somebody who's going to crack you up the whole entire time she's putting on makeup. Definitely watch me. All right, it's been several hours since I last checked in with you. So we have a couple more questions about me. So next one, what is your go-to hairstyle? So I usually flat iron my hair, and I usually do a side part. Sometimes I might do a middle part, but most of the time it's going to be a side part. The next one is, how would you describe your fashion sense? So my fashion sense is mainly street style. I mainly stick with a lot of solid colors, and unfortunately I have a lot of blacks, whites, creams, grays, and tans. Very, very little of any other color, though I do tend to buy a lot of like reds and burgundies because that seems to be a color that a lot of people say really looks good on me. So I think that answers the question, maybe. All right, I'm gonna go back to doing what I was doing earlier, finishing editing this week's video. It's a short one, and playing some Animal Crossing. I'll check in a bit. Alright, got it working. So it's another day. I completely forgot what I was doing yesterday because I spent the rest of the evening playing Animal Crossing and editing a video. So that was fun. I think I only had a couple more questions left. So let's do the last two questions. One, what is your favorite book or books? So my favorite books are the Game of Thrones series. I'm really hoping that he comes out with the next one because I like the books much better than I did the TV show. The Harry Potter series, of course, because that's what I grew up with. And Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, and a whole bunch of other classics, but I can't think of the top of my head the classics. I have them all at home back in the States. All right, so next question. What is your most memorable vacation? So my most memorable vacation was last year, about a year ago actually. The first time I went up to Seoul by myself was a long weekend. It was the Buddhist birthday weekend, and I went up there by myself. I rented an Airbnb and I checked out a couple palaces, and the most memorable one part of it was standing on the street in Jonggu. I really need to practice my pronunciations, but I stood on the street along with thousands of other people watching the Lantern Festival, and it was literally right then and there where it all of a sudden hit me that I actually am living and working in South Korea, and I was able to come and experience the Lantern Festival and the Buddhist holiday in South Korea. So it was one of those like aha moments of, oh my god, I can't believe I'm here kind of thing. So yeah. All right, I have a series of chores to do. I really need to vacuum. I have a whole bunch of dishes from this morning that I need to clean. I need to wash my hair because it is a wash day, and I need to stop playing Animal Crossing. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and you want to see more of me, please subscribe, like, comment, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Every time I'm going out, the same things keep happening.